Glad she's gone to the asylum now. Pablo, your deal.
Yeah, what a trip. Remember when she first got here?
Boy, do I. I remember when she told me my wife she was on a leave of absence. With all I noticed pauses and tremors.
Man, was I a fool.
Ah, yes. This introduces Blanche's nervousness and anxiety whenever mentioning details from her past in Laurel, bringing up themes of dishonesty, deceit, and a motive commonly found throughout her stay here.
Yeah. Whatever happened to that plantation Blanche came from?
I don't know. She didn't really like to talk about it when I was with her.
She didn't like to talk about it with anyone, let alone you, Mitch. She didn't even tell Stella.
That's what happened.
Apparently it was taken by the bank after their family went into debt.
If the owners of a plantation ran out of money?
With Blanche running things, I'm not surprised.
Well, do you ever think that Blanche lying about Belle Reve was foreshadowing her lying tendencies throughout the entire time of her stay?
Nah!
Hey Mitch, you remember sneaking off with Blanche that first night?
Yeah, the light was dim. I couldn't see much, you know. She had put this paper lantern over the lights and making the room glow, and then her skin was so. Anyway, it wasn't real at all.
Oh, well, that's really such an evident symbol. The lantern is a symbol of Blanche's deceit. She hid her appearance from everyone, Mitch, you in particular, and lied about her age.
Yeah. You ever wonder why one of the only streetcars in town is named Desire?
No idea, but makes a good literary device.
It's a literary device.
That's something you wouldn't understand.
Sort of,
Like a double entendre.
Yeah, that's right. Desire is a card and potential reason for Blanche for coming into town.
Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry about the scene change. We gambled our house and lost it last time, so we're gonna be staying at Steve's house. Thanks, Steve, for letting us use your place. Gee, I remember when Blanche said she might have gotten away with a certain Chef Huntley.
When was that?
Oh yeah, it was when you had that falling out with Eunice, you know.
You're gonna have to be more specific.
No, I remember. The presence of Shep Hunley was a reoccurring element, presenting Blanche's fictitious presentation of options. She had said that she wanted to be with her, but really it was just another lie folded into her fictitious conglomeration of deceit.
No,
Yeah.
that's right. Yes.
You know, the only thing I still don't understand is that music.
What music? There's nothing playing.
Well, exactly. Blanche kept saying that the music was loud whenever I talked about her past, but I couldn't hear a thing.
Well, I think the music may be Blanche's mind manifesting her unresolved problems by reliving a key moment during a traumatic event in her life, attempting to suppress unwanted thoughts.
Or she's just crazy. Crazy like this hand.
Oh my goodness. But anyways, poor Blanche, man. She could have changed. I could have helped her if she just told the truth.
She didn't. She couldn't handle the truth and tried to hide it. She didn't fool me.
You've been saying that for the past hour, man.
And I'll say it for the next 2.
Stanley, remember when you found out about the truth about Blanche's past in Laurel?
Yeah, that slippery snake. You were devastated.
Yeah, I was.
Yes, really, an ample description of Blanche can be achieved through primitive, savage diction, something we innately adopted sufficiently.
Yeah, she really is also comparable to just a bad magician.
Oh yes, the efficiency of Blanche's magic is directly reliant upon the willingness of others to be persuaded, a trick that fades over time. The motif present is the reliance on belief that magic requires.
Enough out of you. Hey Mitch, how old is Blanche actually? Did you ever find that out?
I don't know. I was too busy looking at her face.
She doesn't look a day under 40.
Stella said Blanche was older than the age she tried to fool everybody with. But not that old, I don't think.
Then why? Why did she care so much?
Blanche's insecurity about her age coincides with her imagined world taking place earlier in her life, which she had decided was more pleasant than her current life now.
She probably also tried to avoid any consequences of her actions that came after.
Uno!
Really, it's quite silly how Blanche never saw her deception as a gift, a blessing to us all.
Yeah, and it ended up being quite the opposite.
Yeah, her intentions were never too plain to us, you know. I feel remorse for her.
Remorse? That's not real.
Well, really, the magic repeatedly represents the idealized mirage of her reality that Blanche aspires to create. However, time after time, the facade fails, exposing the true nature of Blanche and further muddying her integrity.
Yeah, she was never malicious.
Now that we've started to talk about this whole situation, it's crazy how much of Blanche's identity and story was a lie.
Lies and tricks, that's all Blanche was, just a bunch of lies and tricks.
Yeah, now that you mention it, Blanche did talk about magic a lot. You kind of call her a magician with how many tricks she pulled.
Yeah, she was a pretty bad magician. But do you guys see how that idea of magic and trickery was just so common during her entire stay?
If by very common you mean she did nothing but lie, then yes, now take your turn.
Yahtzee.
Okay. You know, guys, by the time that Blanche had to leave, she had junk laying all over my house. Carcasses of her disguise, you could say.
Yeah, I would have fancied her a lot better if she would just come clean. Clean enough to bring in the house.
Yes, it's all quite metaphorical, really.
Yeah, really, indeed it is. It's as if the perfume and talcum powder symbolize like
The disguise of Blanche and her appearance to the outside world, and the fact that they are empty addresses how her disguise has run out, and she can no longer hide. Yeah, I think so too, Pablo.
Okay.
Way to go, guys.
As you can see, deceit can be utilized to attain a status higher than one could otherwise acquire. However, in reality, constructing oneself on a foundation of lies yields the potential of disastrous outcomes when the truth comes to light.